you ever wondered why, despite all the information and resources available, people seem to be gaining weight more than ever? It's a question that's been plaguing health professionals and societies globally for some time now. The answer, however, isn't as straightforward as you might think. We are in the midst of a weight gain epidemic, and it's not just happening in one corner of the globe. This is a worldwide trend that's been steadily on the rise over the past few decades. From the bustling metropolises of the industrialized world to the tranquil rural landscapes of developing countries, the scales are tipping in an unfavorable direction. It's not just adults who are affected. Children too are falling prey to this epidemic. The sight of an overweight child, once a rarity, is now becoming all too common. And this isn't just about aesthetics. Overweight and obesity come with a host of health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. But this weight gain epidemic isn't just a problem for the individuals who are directly affected. It's a societal issue that goes beyond personal health. It affects our economies, as healthcare systems struggle to cope with the rising costs of treating obesity-related conditions. It affects our communities, as we grapple with how to create environments that promote healthy lifestyles. And it affects our future, as today's overweight children grow into tomorrow's adults. So it's clear that this isn't just a matter of personal responsibility. There are larger forces at play here. But what are they? What's driving this global trend towards weight gain? Is it our modern lifestyles, our food choices, or is there something else at work? So what factors are contributing to this weight gain epidemic? One of the primary reasons people gain weight is due to laziness and a lack of self-control. Our current lifestyle promotes a sedentary routine. We're spending more hours sitting at a desk, driving in a car, or lounging on a couch. The physical activity once ingrained in our daily life has been replaced by convenience. This shift towards a less active routine has been a significant contributor to weight gain across the globe. But let's not stop there. Our physical activity or lack thereof is just one part of the equation. Our choices, particularly when it comes to food, play a massive role too. Think about it. We live in a world where food is always within arm's reach. From the vending machine at the office to the fast food joint on the corner, we're constantly surrounded by easy, often unhealthy options. This constant availability creates a challenge, a test of our self-control. And let's be honest, how often do we pass that test? How often do we push away the bag of chips for a handful of carrots? More often than not, we give in to our cravings, choosing the instant gratification of a sugar rush over the long-term benefits of a healthier option. This lack of self-control, this habit of choosing the easy, tasty option over the healthier, perhaps less exciting one, leads to overeating and unhealthy diet habits. We consume more calories than our bodies need, and those extra calories, they get stored as fat. So we find ourselves in a cycle of laziness and lack of self-control. We move less and eat more, and the pounds start to pile on. It's a vicious cycle, but it's not an inescapable one. We can make different choices. We can choose to stand up, to move, to put down the bag of chips. It's not easy. It requires effort and discipline, but it is within our power. But there are ways to overcome laziness and improve self-control. And in the next scenes, we'll delve into some of the strategies that can help us do just that. Let's take this journey together, step by step, towards a healthier, happier life. Another major hurdle to maintaining a healthy weight is the cost associated with eating healthy. It's a sad reality that in many places around the world, fresh produce, lean meats, and whole grains often come with a heftier price tag compared to processed, high sugar, or high fat foods. Consider this. A bag of chips may cost less than a couple of dollars, while a punnet of blueberries could set you back 5 or 6. When you're on a tight budget, it's understandable why some may opt for the cheaper, less nutritionally sound option. Economic factors play a crucial role in our food choices. For many, it's not about lack of knowledge or willpower. It's about affordability. If you're struggling to make ends meet, you're more likely to prioritize filling up your belly over the nutritional value of your meals. And unfortunately, it's often those cheaper, calorie-dense foods that contribute to weight gain and health issues. It's a vicious cycle. Poor nutrition can lead to health problems, which can, in turn, lead to higher healthcare costs. Ironically, those who can least afford it are often the ones who end up paying more in the long run. But while the cost of healthy foods can be a barrier, It's important to note that it's not an insurmountable one. There are ways to eat healthily on a budget. Buying in bulk, choosing seasonal produce, and cooking meals at home are just a few strategies that can help stretch your dollar further. It's also worth mentioning that not all healthy foods are expensive. Many staples like beans, lentils, oats, and brown rice are both affordable and nutritious. They are also versatile and can be used in a variety of meals, making them a great choice for those on a budget. We also need to consider the long-term benefits of eating healthy. Yes, it may be more expensive up front, but the potential savings in healthcare costs down the line can far outweigh the initial cost. However, eating healthy doesn't always have to break the bank. The allure of unhealthy food is another significant reason behind weight gain. Unhealthy food often comes with an irresistible charm. It's not just about the taste, it's about the convenience it offers. In our fast-paced world, unhealthy food is often more accessible and quick to prepare, leading to overconsumption. Let's take a moment to think about it. After a long day of work, would you rather spend an hour preparing a nutritious meal or grab a takeaway burger that's ready in minutes? The answer is often the latter. It's quick, it's easy, and let's face it, it's tasty. The convenience of unhealthy food is a seductive siren call that many of us find hard to resist. But the appeal of unhealthy food isn't just about convenience. It's about taste too. The burst of flavors that greet you when you bite into a juicy burger, the satisfying crunch of a potato chip, the sweet allure of a chocolate bar. These are sensations that healthy food often struggles to replicate. And that's a problem because our brains are wired to seek out these high-fat, high-sugar foods. Unhealthy food is not just a product of laziness or a lack of self-control. It's a carefully crafted tool of the food industry. Food companies spend billions every year to make their products more appealing. They use clever marketing strategies and appealing packaging to draw us in. They play on our cravings, our comforts, our desires. They make us believe that these foods are not just tasty, but necessary for our happiness. But here's the thing. We can fight back. We can learn to understand the tricks of the industry. We can learn to recognize the marketing ploys, the hidden sugars, the unhealthy fats. We can learn to make better food choices, to prioritize nutrition over convenience, to value our health over momentary pleasure. It's not easy, but it's possible. And it starts with understanding the appeal of unhealthy food and resisting its charm. So next time you're tempted by a quick takeaway or a sugary snack, remember this. Unhealthy food may be appealing, but it's not worth the toll it takes on your health. But understanding the tricks of the trade can help us make better food choices. While these challenges may seem daunting, they are not insurmountable. We can overcome the weight gain epidemic by making some conscious changes to our lifestyle, diet, and mindset. Let's start with laziness and lack of self-control. It's not about running a marathon every day or suddenly becoming a fitness enthusiast. Rather, it's about incorporating physical activity into our daily routine. This could be as simple as taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or parking your car a little further away to get in a few extra steps. Remember, every step counts. Mindful eating is another powerful tool in our arsenal. It's about paying attention to what we're eating, why we're eating, and how it makes us feel. By eating mindfully, we can recognize when we're full, reduce overeating, and ultimately regain control over our food intake. When it comes to the cost of healthy eating, it's important to remember that not all healthy food is expensive. In fact, many fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes are quite affordable, particularly when purchased in season. Planning and preparing meals in advance can also help to reduce costs and prevent impulse purchases of unhealthy food. And as for the appeal of unhealthy food, it's essential to learn how to resist it. Unhealthy foods are often engineered to be hyper-palatable, making them hard to resist. But by understanding this, and by learning to appreciate the natural flavors of whole, unprocessed foods, we can start to shift our preferences away from these unhealthy options. In conclusion, these solutions are not about quick fixes or drastic measures. They are about making small, sustainable changes that can have a big impact over time. By making conscious, healthier choices, we can reverse the weight gain trend. Remember, your health is in your hands. It's time to take control to make the choices that will lead us towards a healthier, happier future. Let's start today.